Hello students, I'm Sir Matthew. Today we're going to have our cleanup drive for the month of April. But before we proceed to our actual cleanup drive we're going to have a short discussion about the importance of cleanup drive, waste segregation, and waste management. This was made possible by Santa Rosario National High School, the Science Department, and the Youth for Environment in Schools organization. Why is it important for us to conduct cleanup drives in our home and in our community? Mostly, whenever we encounter different programs, such as environmental programs about nature, about earth, we always have these cleanup drives. But why is it important? First cleanup drive helps prevent illnesses and sickness. But how? For example, dun sa area nyo, maraming plastic bottles, maraming nakakalat na empty containers, just like pots and tires, and meron dong stagnant water, pwede yung pamugara ng dengue-carrying mosquitoes. Also, halimbawa naman dun sa area nyo, meron nabubulok na hayop o kung ano man dyan, so pwede yung pamugara naman ng mga germs and also viruses. And by conducting cleanup drives and also by cleaning our environment we can prevent the spread of diseases such as dengue, and we can help prevent the spread of germs and viruses. Next is that cleanup drive helps increase your productivity. So for example, dun sa area mo makalat, madumi. Therefore, kung makalat at madumi, hindi ka makapag-concentrate or hindi ka makapag-focus sa task na ginagawa mo kung nagbabasa ka man, nagsasagot ng mga modules. But if you have a clean environment and if you conduct cleanup drives, it will help increase your productivity. Siyempre, kung malinis ang environment mo, mas makakapag-focus ka sa mga bagay na ginagawa mo. And also, mas gaganahan ka at mas magiging motivated ka na magsagot at saka mag-aral. Therefore, it increases your productivity. Next one is that it also reduces the greenhouse gases. And we all know that these greenhouse gases are responsible for the global warming that we are experiencing right now. And as we do cleanup drives, we help clean our environment and we also help reduce greenhouse gases. Next is that cleanup drive helps create awareness on different environmental concerns. Because we conduct cleanup drives not only in our home, not only in our backyard or garden, but we can also conduct cleanup drives on different parts of the community, such as on areas near the river, yung malapit sa dump site, at sa iba pang areas ng community. And by that, by going to the different parts of your community, you become aware of the different problems that your community experiences, particularly the one that is related to our nature. And in addition to that, by going to different communities, by going to different areas, you become aware of what are the things that you can do to solve these problems in the environment. Next one is that cleanup drive helps promote waste segregation and recycling. Kung nagkakonduct tayo ng cleanup drives, syempre, ayan, may ipon natin yung mga kalat. Pero saan ba natin ilalagay itong mga kalat na to? Ilalagay na lang ba natin siya sa isang location at pagsasama-samahin ang nabubulok, hindi nabubulok, ang plastic at o papel? Diba? Therefore, if we conduct cleanup drives, we are also promoting waste segregation. Siyempre, ayusin mo kung alin ba dito yung nabubulok, alin ba yung hindi. At hindi mo siya pwedeng pagsama-samahin. And by that, kung nagsegregate din tayo ng waste, we will be able to recycle the materials that we gathered from the cleanup drives that we conducted. In line with the cleanup drives is the proper waste management. So when we talk about proper waste management, it refers to the collection, transportation, and disposal of different garbage and other waste products. So, nagsisimula ang waste management sa ating mga bahay. At mula doon sa ating mga bahay, kolektahin yan ng garbage collector hanggang sa makarating yan sa mga dump site at saka sa mga materials recovery facility. Pero, ano ba yung importance ng tinatawag nating waste management? Many people don't give a second thought to waste or materials they discard. Basta-basta na lang nagtatapon ng basura kung saan without knowing the consequences of their actions. The Philippines has among the highest trash collection rates in Southeast Asia. Therefore, nangunguna tayo dun sa mga nakokolekt ng basura. But, we are also the world's third biggest source of plastic leaking into the ocean. Pero ano ba yung nagkakos ng plastic leaking sa ating mga ocean or yung pagpunta ng mga plastics or yung mga kalat sa ating mga ocean? Isa na po dyan ay ang problema sa ating waste management. At isa po yan sa mga nagiging cost or nagiging effect if we do not manage our waste properly. Ano ba yung importance ng tinatawag nating waste management? So, waste management is important for public health. Importante siya para sa ating health. But how is it important to our health? If hindi na ma-manage yung waste na tinatapon natin or hindi siya na ma-manage na maayos, it can cause diseases and it can also be the cause to the spread of different viruses. For example, sa mga factories, kung hindi nagdi-dispose yung mga factories ng kanilang mga chemicals sa tamang lugar, is pwede makontaminate yung area. At kung nakontaminate yung area, pwede mag-cause ng diseases doon sa mga taong nakapaligid doon. And also, halimbawa naman, one of the biggest problems our world is facing nowadays, aside from COVID-19, is the problems on waste. Particularly dun sa mga natatapon na face mask, mga face shields, at saka sa mga gloves. At kung itong mga waste na to, such as the face mask, are not managed or not disposed properly, is it can compromise or pwede niya maapektuhan yung ating health. Next is waste management helps reduce carbon dioxide emission. Because carbon dioxide is one of the examples of the greenhouse gases that we have. And these greenhouse gases causes the greenhouse effect. And this greenhouse effect causes the global warming. And as we manage our waste properly, we help reduce carbon dioxide in our environment. Next is waste management may provide profit. Yan, pwede mong pagkakitaan. Diba sabi nga nila, may pera sa basura. Yan. And also, it saves space in landfills. Kasi kung na-manage na yung waste, kung nare-recycle na natin siya, syempre, mababawasan na yung mga waste na napupunta sa ating mga landfills, napupunta sa ating mga dump sites. And also, kung nakakapag-recycle tayo, nakakapag-reuse tayo ng mga basura natin, it helps conserve our natural resources. Because as you recycle, there is no need to buy materials anymore, to buy new products. At kapag hindi ko gumagamit ng mga bagong products, is nako-conserve natin yung mga natural resources na meron tayo. But how can we manage our household waste properly and effectively? Here are some tips. One of the biggest problem our world faces nowadays is the problem on plastics. And we can manage our household waste by avoiding plastic. Because plastics is one of the biggest waste. Yun yung pinakamaraming waste na nakokolekta natin. Diba? Saan ba nagbumula yung mga plastic waste na yun? Mula dun sa mga pagkain na kinakain natin, mula sa pinagbalatan, mula dun sa mga ginagamit natin sa ating pang-araw-araw na pamumuhay such as shampoo, yung toothpaste, naka-plastic po yung mga yan. And by using products that is already in a container and refillable, nakakatulong tayo sa pagbaba ng plastic. Next one is that if nag-grocery tayo, if namamaliki tayo, so instead of using plastic bag, is pwede naman tayong gumamit ng eco bag or any reusable na bag. On which, nabawasan pa natin yung amount of plastic na napupunta sa ating mga landfills, on which later on, napupunta yung mga yon sa ating mga oceans. Next one is compose your kitchen waste. Kung meron tayong mga nabubulok na pagkain, such as yung mga gulay, yan yung mga tira-tirang pagkain, so pwede naman natin yung gawing compost, on which later on, magagamit natin to as a fertilizer para sa ating mga halaman. Next one is repurpose and recycle materials. Because as you repurpose and recycle materials, nababawasan yung inyong mga household waste or yung inyong mga kalat. Una, repurpose. How can you repurpose material? Halimbawa, meron kang plastic bottle. If yung plastic bottle na yun, gagawin mo na lang siyang parang vase, gagawin mo na lang siyang parang pot para sa inyong mga halaman, nabawasan yung amount ng plastic na napupunta sa ating mga dump site at saka mga landfills. And also, you can also recycle materials. Yung mga plastic bottles, pwede nyo gawing lampshade at kung ano-ano pa. Okay? Repurpose and recycle materials. Next one is donate items if possible. If meron ka naman dyan mga bagay or if you have enough resources naman at meron ka mga bagay na hindi ginagamit, so why not donate it? Nakatulong ka pa at nabawasan pa yung inyong mga household waste. Next is be a responsible citizen. It is our responsibility as an inhabitant of this planet to maintain its cleanliness and also its well-being. And by being a responsible citizen, we are not only helping our environment, but we are also helping the people around us. Next one is learn to segregate waste. Ilagay mo yung basura kung saan siya nararapat, kung nabubulok man yan o hindi. Pero, paano ba tayo makakapag-segregate ng waste, di ba? At saka, paano ba natin i-categorize yung waste? Kung ito ba'y nabubulok, hindi nabubulok? Let's find out. So waste segregation is one of the important things that we can do to prevent different problems in our environment. Pero paano ba natin i-categorize itong mga waste na to? Particularly mga waste sa ating bahay. At paano ba natin naayusin itong mga waste na to? Let's find out. The first type of waste that we have here is compostable o yung mga bagay na nabubulok. First, compostable. Bakit siya tinawag na compostable? Kasi po, itong mga materials na to, itong mga bagay na to, or yung mga waste na to ay pwede natin siyang gawing compost na pwede natin gamitin sa mga halaman natin na sa fertilizer. So, ano ba yung mga example ng compostable o mga nabubulok na bagay natin? So, ito po yung mga twigs ng mga plants, and also ito po yung mga pinagtabasan ng damo, and also it includes soiled or wet paper, yung mga wood. It also includes the kitchen waste o yung mga tira-tirang pagkain, mga fruit and vegetable peelings. So, just like what I mentioned, you can turn it into a compost or a soil conditioner, or if in case na wala ka namang area na pwedeng paglagyan ng mga waste na yon, is pwede na natin siyang ilagay sa isang lalagyanan at labelan natin siya na tinatawag nating biodegradable waste o nabubulok na pagkain. Next one is we have recyclable o yung mga bagay na nare-resiklo o mga bagay na nabebenta, which includes scrap metal, mga tin cans, aluminum, glass, plastic bottles, mga newspapers, corrugated cardboard, at saka yung mga office paper. So these waste materials can be retrieved, can be cleaned, and converted into suitable beneficial use for other purposes. Pwede mo siyang ibenta, pwede din natin siyang i-recycle para sa isang bagay na mas magagamit pa natin. But if in case na hindi talaga natin siya ma-recycle, is pwede natin siyang ilagay ulit sa isang container, then labelan natin siya ng recyclable. Next one is we also have non-recyclable or the residual waste. So, ito yung mga bagay na hindi talaga natin siya pwedeng i-recycle at hindi siya nade-decompose agad-agad. Such as yung mga plastic na ginagamit natin, yung mga sandbags, yung mga food wrappers, yung mga tins of plastics, mga pinaglagyan ng gatas, mga milk boxes, Tetra Paks, mga nabasag na plato, platito, mga nabasag na baso, nabasag na salamin, at saka yung mga paper cups. Those are considered non-recyclable or the residual. At kapag ililabel natin siya, is pwede natin siyang lagyan ng label na non-recyclable. Next one is we also have our special waste or household hazardous waste, on which ito yung hindi rin siya nabubulok, pero pwede siyang mag-cause ng effect sa ating environment at sa health natin. For example, yung mga paint cans, thinner cans, spray canisters, at saka yung mga nasirang appliances nyo na gusto nyo na talagang itapon, such as batteries, waste electrical and electrical equipment such as busted lamps o yung mga napunding mga bombilya, mga appliances, mga batteries, charging cables, mga power banks. Hindi kasi yan natin basta-basta pwedeng i-dispose lang sa mga bagay na hindi nabubulok. Because pwede yan mag-cause ng contamination, pwede niya maapektuhan ang ating health. Therefore, we can allot another container for the special waste that we have. Next one, meron din po tayong tinatawag na healthcare waste, such as the face mask, ayan yung mga gloves at saka mga tissue na ginagamit natin. For example, meron tayong kakilala na PUI or saka mga PUM. 'Di ba? Hindi naman as in na pwede mo lang itapon kung saan-saan yung mga basura nila. But we must dispose or we must manage this waste properly. Halimbawa na lang, or kahit tayo na mismo, kahit hindi tayo PUI, kahit hindi tayo PUM, is we must dispose our waste properly, particularly this household healthcare waste. If meron tayo mga face mask na nagamit, yan, if meron tayong mga gloves and also mga tissues na pinagamitan, is you can put it in a separate waste bag. At i-label natin na household healthcare waste para alam nung magkokolekta na ito is pwedeng hazardous, pwede siyang maging delikado, or pwede siyang infected. Halimbawa naman, if you have the resources or if available naman, is you can dispose them in a yellow bag. Yan, pwedeng meron talagang color. Yellow bag, then i-label nyo na hazardous healthcare waste or infected waste. Halimbawa naman, meron gusto mo pa siyang ma-disinfect, is pwede nating i-disinfect yung mga nagamit nating mask at nagamit nating mga gloves before natin siyang itapon. But how can we dispose or how can we disinfect these materials? So this can be done by soaking the mask, gloves for about 30 minutes in a diluted bleach solution. Pero paano ba natin gagawin yung diluted bleach solution? So mag-prepare tayo ng 1.5 liters ng water at saka 1 tablespoon ng bleach. At doon nyo po ibabad yung mga face mask at saka yung mga gloves na nagamit nyo. And by that is we can disinfect this mask na nagamit natin bago siya makarating sa ating mga waste collectors at sa ating mga dump sites. I hope that you have learned something on today's session about cleanup drive, waste segregation, and also waste management. And before we end this presentation and this discussion is I'm leaving you this quote. Be part of the solution, not part of the pollution. Thank you very much for listening and have a nice day, everyone.